Dave Carey. I'm the co-writer and co-creator of The Rain That Washes, here with my friend Christopher Maphosa, on whose life the show is based. Christopher, I wonder if you can tell us something about growing up in Rhodesia in the 1970s as a young black boy and the impact that had on you.
Yes, growing up in Rhodesia, well, for me, it was an experience never to forget. I will not forget that when I grew up, I saw segregation where people could not go into public places together. There would be places earmarked for whites and whites only, black only, separately. And things like public toilets, things like swimming pools, public swimming pools. You would find that there would be those reserved for whites and those for blacks. To me,
I hear even some of the pavements down the roads in Bulawayo and Harare were reserved for whites only, and the blacks had to walk in the road or in the...
Yes. When actual segregation started, that's how it was exactly, where people could not walk, black people could not walk in pavement, only the whites could walk, and then the blacks would walk on the side of the cars there, so that white people just walk freely on the pavement. But when things with the black campaign for rights and freedoms, well, those things started changing slowly.
And so this is where you discover the politics of Rhodesia, and you discover the politics of black independence through Joshua Nkomo, who was your great hero. Tell me something about seeing him talk in Bulawayo for the first time.
Oh yes, seeing Joshua Nkomo, I think having experienced all this kind of segregation, I would say was an action point or a turning point, to put it that way. I see Joshua Nkomo for the first time when he comes to address this biggest rally in Bulawayo, which I never see. And the way he speaks, he was about to leave to travel to Geneva for this conference on Rhodesia. When he speaks, he's a very talented, powerful speaker. He speaks, he changes your thinking, he impacts your heart, he impacts your brains. You feel the hair like coming off the head, and you will feel it will impact the inside of you, and it did on me. The next day when we got to school, we began chatting about having to leave.
And why did you want to leave? Why did you leave Rhodesia? To go where and to do what?
To join this revolution, to change things so that we could, as a people, live together in harmony.
How does it feel to sit there and see this story drawn out on stage?
Well, I feel the show actually tells my experience, and I think it kind of inspires me in another way to look back and say, have we achieved what we had hoped as in Zimbabwe? And I still feel that there's a lot to be done, really, and this show goes a long way into inspiring me that there really has to be a progress towards that goal that we set ourselves, to build a country where its citizens live together in harmony.